Hello, this is Russell from
Tones of Evil.
and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
I'm here for Peter. Aren't we all?
That's right, kids. Welcome back. Get your whip on. Welcome back to the Ultimate Podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, the original Black Widow herself. It is.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Flippin' Hellfire. Oh, Russell wants to be Black Widow, literally.
I'm here for Aunt May. Oh my. I'm thinking you're thinking MCU.
And Aunt May Day, May 2022.
Sorry, I meant this now.
See, my theory's catching on.
I know. Oh no, did you just prison Aunt May? Man, Russell coming in hot, man. Just,
Wild, like an animal.
Anyway, so yes, our black...
Top 5 favorite drops that are not mine.
Wild, like an animal.
Those boobs scare me.
Black Widow's boobs do not scare me.
Hey-o.
She's always drawn very well.
Yes.
Steven Splat could never get his hands on Black Widow.
Never.
Fight me, Moon Knight nerds.
So yes, our Black Widow coverage continues for the month. This time we're covering a Marvel team-up, 82 through 85, including some other guest stars. Shang-Chi. Killing many birds with one stone, the Hellfire. No. Are you bad-mouthing Shang-Chi? Oh, somebody's going to be getting on your case.
I
What
know.
the
I
F?
know.
What the F?
Ooh, it's still too racisty tropey, but okay.
Well, at least they in the movie there's no Fu Manchu in the movie.
Touche. We'll see. I'll have to see how that pans out.
Russell, how about my boy Abomination back and looking comic accurate? Oh, at the end of that trailer, yes, check out Super Connectivity episode 347 to hear Charlie's thoughts on that.
Oh, nice. They got the budget to make it comic book accurate.
Yes,
so
Abomination got his ears. All right, so should we jump into these?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right. I want to say Amazing Spider-Man. Marvel Team Up 82 from June 1979.
So close.
I know.
Only missed it by a decade.
Next year, Lilith, would you like me to pick some all 1969 Spider-Man stories?
Maybe for January. That's what we can do.
Oh my god, we could do so many. Spider-Man, Batman. Oh my god. Summer of 69!
Yes! Summer 69. Done.
Would that have to be 3 months?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man, Batman, Daredevil.
Did Russell hear us earlier? Look.
Teenagers. Either that or
We were just having that discussion.
Either that or you heard an earlier episode. Oh my lord. All right, Ray Russell. Yes, you heard it here first. Next summer, the summer of 69. Spider-Man, Batman, Daredevil.
And for the hard R stuff, for the extra stuff, go to the Patreon, obviously.
Oh, yes.
A couple of balls down the gob.
Yeah, June 1979. Writer Chris Claremont again.
So the ladies are good, especially the redhead ladies, are going to be drawn particularly well because he demanded it.
And penciler Sal Buscema, and somebody's getting right crossed.
Oh yeah, somebody's getting a right cross.
Right across.
It's like the prerequisite.
Yeah, exactly. He loves it. Those right crosses. Inker Steve Laola, colorist Ben Shawn, letterer Rick Parker, editor Alan Milgram. Oh, not
Milgram?
Alan, not Al. Oh, fancy.
I know, Mr. Milgram. Okay. He's not hanging out with the fellas.
Hello. All right, so this one, no way to treat a lady.
Oh, it's that Catwoman about.
Hey-oh.
Speaking of women in tight black suits.
Wow.
No, not Felicia.
Oh my God. Did you watch The Flash this week?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So I was going to say, so you saw Sue and I was, the tight black suit. I'm like, if they cannot bury this episode, are they doing like their homage to Black Widow or something? Like tiny Black Widow?
Oh, CW never change.
I know. All right, so snow covers the streets of Midtown Manhattan as a certain red-haired lady walks by the Daily Bugle building in the wee hours of the morning. When she sees a newspaper front page depicting Spider-Man and Red Sonja, oh, we're going to have to cover that one day, too.
We'll have to pull Charlie in for that one.
On the wall, she imagines that she once knew Spider-Man as a friend, but then she dismisses the...
Two arachnid themed, heroes just hanging out, man.
They say she's just a friend.
She is a redhead, just saying.
Mm-hmm. How could a school teacher from upstate New York, she wonders, be the friend of a superhero? Nevertheless, he does remind her of something important, but she simply cannot think of what it might be. As she continues down the street, she is seen by a gang of 4 hoodlums who regard the lone woman as fair game.
Heaven help those hoodlums.
Soon they corner her in an alley, but when the leader, a bully named Alex, slaps her and tries to take her purse, he is suddenly hurled across the street. The 3 other hoodlums are dismayed to see that Spider-Man has appeared to protect their victim. Rather than flee, they attack. They're idiots. But Spider-Man slams them each into each other and knocks them unconscious. Gives them the old Mo Howard. Unfortunately, he happens to slip on a patch of ice. Where's that spider sense?
Psychosomatic.
Oh, God. He has to sabotage himself, Again.
It's a deep... shout out to Travis Langley. Where is my psychology of Spider-Man? I'm waiting.
Do Spider-Man Red Sonja? It has a Conan-esque hobgoblin. Is that... Oh, wait. Is there a modern one, too? Because I know there's an old issue of Marvel Team-Up, too. Lilith, we might be able to get at least 2 or 3 Spider-Man Red Sonja episodes. We would have a month of Red Sonja. Oh, man. We're just planning 2022 on the spot.
2022, Red Sonja September.
Summer of what? Oh, summer of
September. Yeah.
Summer of 69, right into Red Sonja September. Oh.
It's gonna be a sexy time, guys.
Yeah, it's a modern mini. Yes. Oh. Oh.
Done.
Got the right.
Say less, Russell. It's done.
See? And meanwhile, I've been thinking to myself, maybe I'll just plan 2 or 3 months in advance. No.
It's not Phil. That's not the Phil. I know.
Hey, you really want to lose the ideas like the summer of 69 and Red Sonja September?
Exactly.
To my old brain? No. So much good coming, kids.
It's a lot of meat. Sucking the life force.
Too early in the morning for this.
Couple of balls down the gob.
Meanwhile,
I know. Wait, he slipped on some ice.
No spider sense.
Yes. But when the remaining hoodlum tries to stab him, the red-haired woman knocks the thug unconscious with a flurry of karate chops.
Judo chop!
Spider-Man is astonished at the woman's skill. When he looks closely at her, he recognizes her as the Black Widow.
Sup, Tasha? What you doing, girl? Sup, Nat? What you doing, baby girl?
Man, Mary Jane, Red Sonja, now Black Widow? Woo! Where am I, stuck in one of Lilith Hellfire's fantasies?
Definitely a fanfic that may have been written.
Russell, I hope you know I needed to be on Anytime Hobby shows up. Might have something for you toward the end of the year, kid.
You can always count on us for a gobble gobble good time in November.
Well, there is. I think a lot of that's going to be hairy, but maybe in December, I think might have. I know I have some Demo Goblin. I think. Oh, where's my Marvel team up? Spider-Man and Austin Powers, the spider who shagged me. Oh, jeez. Russell,
can we get somebody to write that script and we'll do the live read on Patreon?
Yeah, baby.
Just send us a script. It goes in with our end of the year Austin Powers movie.
Oh, it goes in. This is my wife, Mary Jane.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
She's a model.
For the love of God, nobody tell Rob.
Oh, please. Mr. Pure and Innocent Rob Southgate. Okay.
I get so much right.
Like Batman.
Oh, my.
Batman shags, he just doesn't lick.
Oh, nobody tell Rob.
Nobody tell Rob.
I'll match. All right, so yes, Spider-Man says, hey, it's Black Widow. She denies this, but before she can explain, she faints.
Oh, God damn it.
1979, you bras were fainting all over the place.
Too much spandex. What's that bulge?
Whoa! Web shooter.
He's like, I am happy to see you, but it's just a web shooter.
It is cold out. Come on, there was ice on the ground. Come on. Spider-Man quickly carries her up the side of the Daily Bugle building and sets her down on the floor of a seldom-used storeroom. Oh boy, we have now landed.
This is how a lot of my favorite adult movies start. Go on.
Yeah, I was about to say, did we just land in like Lilith Hellfire's fan fiction? Feigning from too many Joker nuggets. Russell.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
There she...
Wrong universe.
I know. There she sleeps uncomfortably for a while, and when she awakens, Spider-Man brings her a cup of soup from an all-night deli.
Aww. Just two spiders hanging out, man.
All right, here's our MCU tie-in. She claims to be Nancy Rushman, a school teacher from upstate New York. Remember Iron Man 2?
Aren't we always from upstate New York? No good comes from anybody being from upstate New York.
In the Marvel Universe, all the white people are from upstate New York, and remember, all the black people are either from Philadelphia or Harlem or Detroit, remember?
Oh, I do.
All night.
Well, it is New York, buddy.
Yeah, it's New York, and it was 1979.
Pre-pandemic New York.
1979, kid. Spider-Man asks where she learned karate, but she does not know. Then he asks where she teaches, but she cannot remember. Angry and frustrated, she says she only knows her name. The rest of her life is a total blank. So what is this, Lilith Hellfire on a Sunday morning? She's all hungover and can't remember her life?
Wandering around? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who am I? Spider-Man suggests she may have some identification in her purse, and when she opens it, he finds a Black Widow costume.
That's my purse!
Oh my. The The bursts in... That's the cosplay
King
closet.
of the Hill reference.
I was going to say, that's the cosplay closet Lilith Hellfire keeps in the Whips and Chains room. Hey-oh. The woman bursts into tears when she sees it, and Spider-Man tries to console her. Whoa. She looks like the Widow and fights like the Widow, he muses, and she has the Widow's costume, but she certainly is not behaving like the Widow. Then he tells her to put the costume on. At the very least, he says, its insulation will keep her warm.
Oh, okay. I see your kink. I see it.
This she does, and Spider-Man, who thought to put on the costume might jog her memory, asks if she remembers any more. Unfortunately, she doesn't. She maintains that she is a teacher, and then she says she will change back into her street clothes, after which she would like him to take her to the nearest hospital. All the while Spider-Man has been with the lady, she has been tracked by pursuers with special radars.
We forgot to talk about the cover. The cover is very provocative.
Oh, what? Just the shadowy figure standing over Black Widow with a gun and saying, "You're next, Spider-Man."
Yeah.
It doesn't know how to hold a gun.
Oh, never change.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, Russell's in Kentucky. I'm stuck in the land of tobacco, racism, homophobia, and Mountain Dew.
Well, at least you have the Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew makes everything better for me.
But only one color because they're racist. What's this? Widow fix everything really easy. Hey, big guy, sun's getting real
Sun's
low.
getting real low.
I do like Mountain Dew. Is that commercial? I do like Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew sponsors. Literally, I have every flavor of Mountain Dew ever made.
Oh my!
Gamer!
Come on, advertisers. Make us happy so we can make Rob Southgate very happy. So she's being tracked by pursuers with special radars. Once she stopped moving, they were able to triangulate her location and close in. Thus, just as she's about to change out of her Black Widow costume, she and Spider-Man are attacked by a squad of women flying single-person SHIELD air cars.
SHIELD?
Women?
That's the better question in 1979. Women?
SHIELD women? 1979? What? Spider-Man grabs her, and dodging energy blast, smashes through a window and runs down the side of the building. The leader of the SHIELD strike force, another topical, Contessa Valentina Allegro de Fontaine orders her troops to shoot to kill. So yes, Elaine, kids. Elaine's after her.
Nice.
So for those of you who don't know, yes.
The vice president is after her. If you know, you know. Veep.
They won't deliver her flounder across the street, so. What?
Nice reference. One of my favorite episodes.
I
request that for the next Capes and Lunatics Get Together live read.
I thought maybe we'd do the contest. You'll be out before we get the check. As long as Spider-Man is on the wall, she shouts. He is a sitting duck. Yeah, Spider-Man, dodging. The leader of the SHIELD. As long as Spider-Man is on the wall, she shouts. He is a sitting duck. Spider-Man snags one of the air cars with webbing, and he and Nancy are yanked off the building to land on a nearby snow-covered roof. As they flee, Spider-Man asks her why SHIELD agents are after her if she is only a school teacher, but she has no idea. Moments later...
It's my twin sister.
Oh, my.
Oh, no, wait, my twin cousin. Spider-Man knows all about that, or he will.
They want to kill me. I'm a school teacher. I was teaching evolution in the South.
No, she was teaching critical race theory.
Oh, yeah. True. Moments later, Spider-Man's shoulder is grazed by a bullet. Again, no spider sense. And he staggers. Then one of the troops lands her air car on the roof and orders Nancy to halt. When Nancy tries to surrender, the trooper says her orders are to shoot her on sight. Suddenly, the school teacher slaps away the trooper's blaster and knocks her unconscious in an eye-blurring skirmish that is over in seconds. Nearly hysterical, Nancy has no idea how she did it, and Spider-Man tries to calm her, saying
"Pull yourself together, woman!"
saying that too much is at stake for her to go to pieces.
Surprised he didn't slap her. It was 1979.
And it is Claremont. Yeah,
it's a good old backhand.
Claremont. Suddenly, the remaining SHIELD troopers arrive overhead, and Spider-Man tells Nancy to get off the roof and find a subway while he tries to hold the troops off. Using his webbing, he smashes one of the air cars into a chimney, and then the lead vehicle knocks him over. Troopers start to pummel him, trying to force him to tell where the Black Widow went. Jesus, pummeling him. When Nancy sees what they are doing to him, she again becomes a human fighting machine, using her widow's bite and acrobatics to knock all the troops unconscious. After Spider-Man's head clears, he thanks her for saving his life. She replies that she is tired of running from S.H.I.E.L.D. and from herself. She needs to know who she is, a teacher or a superheroine. Suddenly, now the spider sense goes off.
Third time's the charm.
Work!
It's ting ting ting-a-lid, ting ting ting-a-lid.
And he turns to see Nick Fury, the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., with a blaster in his hand. So it was him on the
Not the Nick Fury you know and love, the David Hasselhoff Nick Fury.
Old man Fury, yes.
David Hasselhoff Fury, that's the only... I did the MCU to do that, by the way. They need to have David Hasselhoff, like, worlds collide.
And he better bring
And
Kit.
he beats Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury.
He better bring
He's
Kit.
like, I did have sexy fun times with a black woman one time.
Whoa! Hey, Multiverse of Madness is coming. Oh, hey, stop the presses. Russell, off topic. But I loved your new interview with DeMatteis. Thank you!
Yes, actually, that was very good. Let's pat Phil on the head, guys.
Oh, did you
Give
listen?
him a gold star.
Did you
Yes,
listen
of
to
course I did, buddy.
I know, but it was Captain America.
I listen. I do it for the numbers, buddy. But it was a good interview.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's always a great time with Mr. DeMatteis. And again,
I am in a Captain America Facebook fan club, by the way. Somebody drugged me into it, but it's very interesting. Learning a lot.
And hey, Mr. DeMatteis will be showing up somewhere towards the end of the year, so stay tuned, kids.
Somewhere, wherever could it be?
Maybe in episode 150 of a certain show? I don't know. I don't know. Me and my child within will not tell you anything.
Nice.
All right, so yes, David Hasselhoff has. So Elaine and David Hasselhoff have arrived. Julie Louis-Dreyfus and yeah.
Well, at this point, Knight Rider.
Oh, I hope he brings Kit. Before Spider-Man can react, Fury shoots the Widow in the abdomen and she falls to the roof, apparently dead. When Spider-Man touches her, he gets blood on his hands.
Bro.
Spider-Man demands an explanation, but when Fury doesn't answer, Spider-Man attacks him. Then Fury shoots him, and he falls next to the Widow. When Val Dave...
Well, the cover did say he was next.
True. No false advertising here, yes. So when Val revives, Fury escorts her from the roof, ordering the other troopers to clean up the mess. So what do you think, Lilith?
Yeah, that happened. I was very intrigued that they actually shot both of them. I was like, oh, okay. We've got some stakes finally in a Marvel team up.
And I think it was around this time, like, the writers decided, yeah, maybe we should do, like, multi-part stories, because I know, like, some of those early ones, they did, like, a lot
Just
of
one and done. Yeah.
And then it's, like, every month, like, even that's...
And it was an advertisement, absolutely.
And that's what DeMatteis was saying. He's like, it's like, you have to come up with an excuse every month why Spider-Man's going to team up with somebody, and...
Might as well make your job easier and stretch it out.
Yes. Hey-o. And again, it's like a 4-part story. It's like, hey, there's 4 months, man. I don't have to come up with a new excuse, But
it was a lot of action, and you get the who am I? Man, like being a spider adjacent must really make you amnesiac. Like it's crazy how many times amnesia comes into play.
And again, I was thinking as I was reading this, it's like modern comics. This would have been 2 or 3 issues. Modern comics could never. The first issue would just be him finding her,
especially with a female guest star. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And again, it would be like, IQ, are you? I can't remember. End of issue 1. Especially if Bendis is writing it.
We're trying to be nice to Bendis.
I know. Oh, Mr. Bendis, we want to talk to you about Checkmate.
Yes, and only Checkmate. Oh, maybe Naomi.
No,
maybe Naomi.
Maybe something else.
I know. I actually like the work he did on the Wonder imprint. Like I was very fascinated and sad that didn't work out. I thought he did an excellent job with the Wonder imprint.
I was gonna say we at least want to ask him about Miles Morales and like maybe some Daredevil.
Yes, but DC stuff specifically only Checkmate. Yes. Maybe a little Naomi.
Oh, Russell, I'm sorry. He talked to DeMatteis. He had to rework his interview because mine was so good.
Oh, you do give you've improved greatly on your interview skills. We're so proud of you, Philip.
I give good interview people. All right, so should we get to the next one?
Let's do it.
All right, Marvel Team Up 83, and they always like to change the names on the cover. So yes, this time it says Spider-Man and Nick Fury. But don't worry, Black Widow is here, kids. From July 1979. I believe the team hasn't changed. All the same creative team. Title: Slaughter on 10th Avenue.
Well, that's a bit melodramatic, but okay.
Slaughter. Just looking at this. Oh, all the names mentioned in this issue. Oh, President Jimmy Carter.
Peanuts.
John Belushi.
sad Animal House.
I know. I think they mentioned that Saturday Night Live issue, which we'll have to do one day. Maybe in April.
Yeah, you can get Charlie on that one.
Oh!
He'd appreciate it more. He was alive back then.
I was, but I was 1 in 1979. Jeez. As dawn breaks, Spider-Man lies on the snow-covered roof of the West Side Manhattan tenement where Nick Fury gunned him down a few hours before. Rude.
Melodramatic Spider.
He was left.
You're alive, aren't you?
Oh my God, are you talking to the comic or one of your many dates the next morning? You're alive, aren't you? Get out! There's an Egg McMuffin in the Uber. Get out of here! And I know we've done that joke before, but it is so true. Here's your grab bag. Get out!
Don't mention Bendis to a Moon Knight.
Oh, I know.
Poor Moonies.
I'm gonna change the 3 personalities. But yeah, Spider-Man was left for dead, but he is not, and soon he regains consciousness. Oh, thank goodness. After having difficulty breathing, he removes his mask, and then he recalls the events of the previous night, if you had not read.
Wouldn't it be funny if he actually had amnesia? I was just waiting for it, actually. I'm like, oh, they didn't do it.
What, you think he's gonna wake up and think he's a school teacher named Natalie Rush, or Nancy Rush?
No, he's gonna think he's a college kid who's got some papers due.
Oh!
Burn!
Oh my God. I think I just cracked in the upcoming issues. He has amnesia. He thinks he's Ben Reilly.
Oh.
That's the twist. That's the twist!
I'll allow it.
Having difficulty, so he's recalling the previous night if you didn't read the last issue. He remembers finding Nancy, I remember he finds her, remembers being attacked by S.H.I.E.L.D., the subsequent battle and how Fury shot him. He remembers feeling blood on her he felt her. Remembers feeling blood on her chest and then attacking
It was her abdomen, though, so why were you feeling her chest, buddy?
It was slippery, my hand was slipping.
Uh-huh. Caught you, Pete. Caught you red-handed. No.
1979, man. They let guys get away with a lot, I guess. And then attacking Fury. Since he is alive, he knows that Fury used an anesthetic bullet. 1979.
Mercy bullets, baby!
What'd he do? Raid the Punisher's arsenal? 1979 arsenal? Since Fury used the same gun on Nancy, Spider-Man decides she must be alive as well, and he web swings away, hoping to track her down.
Flip away downtown.
I love how you call your shots Babe Ruth. Oh no, that's tapping. Hey-oh.
Tapping my way downtown.
Meanwhile, inside the skyscraper, the house is S.H.I.E.L.D.'s New York headquarters. Fury is discussing the night's events with Jasper Sitwell.
Jasper! You just know he's evil.
They look in on the Black Widow, who is under sedation, being treated by a S.H.I.E.L.D. medic, Dr. Ames. It is difficult.
Get it, Dr. Ames?
I mean, okay. 90s joke, kids. Yeah. Dr. Ames could have been worse. Could have been Dr. Hills. Department stores, kids. There used to be many more rather than Target and Walmart. Poor
Kmart.
Before the internet. Oh, I know. They're not even in New Jersey anymore. Oh, my God.
Ray's got them all to itself.
You know what? And down there, they probably think like the K stands for kangaroo or something.
That's at Nightwing PDP. I will not have Australian slander, sir.
Try the veal. Try the veal, kids.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
But it's all kangaroo. It is difficult for Fury to figure out what is going on, so he orders Ames to get the Widow ready for interrogation by sunset. Fury tells Sitwell that the Widow contacted him a while ago in a panic to warn him of a terrible disaster, but then she disappeared. They finally found her, but Val disobeyed his orders and tried to kill her instead of simply capturing her.
And that's why we don't hire women, because they don't listen.
Moody women.
She must have been on her period.
Oh!
I'm telling you, the way they wrote women back in the day, especially at Marvel, big yikes.
Comics in general. Too much has been going wrong with S.H.I.E.L.D. lately, continues Fury, and if he does not find out what is going on soon, they may not remain alive long enough to regret it. Ray's Lord and Savior is Crocodile Dundee. Oh, Russell. Peter Parker arrives at the Daily Bugle building and heads for the library, the morgue, where he asks the librarian, Maggie McCulloch, for information. Again, pre-internet, kids.
Oh, man, he had to know the Dewey Decimal System. Oh,
no! No, he didn't. There's someone in there. No, you don't.
They still give you the card. You gotta go.
Oh, true. The gruff lady hands him a telephone directory and tells him where to look up S.H.I.E.L.D.'s address. Oh, she tells him.
Oh, my God. They're in the phone book? Come on.
I know.
They're not in the phone book. The CIA is not in the phone book. I'm just saying.
There's the super
Marvel's universe don't make sense now.
Oh my
this
God.
comes all crashing down.
They have an 800 number? I mean, that is the biggest plot hole. It's like, okay. Here, would you like to call the super secret organization? Okay. And the address is in there? It's not even just the number, it's the address. Really? After making some telephone calls, Peter heads for the skyscraper. When he enters, he swiftly runs by the security guards and takes an express elevator to the 50th floor.
The express elevator doesn't have a passcode? What is I mean, literally in nice hotels and nice high-rise, just like residential buildings, there's a passcode for express elevators, but whatever.
The Fantastic Four had a lock on their elevator, but S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't?
Well, let's be honest. S.H.I.E.L.D. was a bunch of bumbling idiots.
1979, man. No funding. The startled...
They haven't discovered selling drugs to the inner city yet.
Oh, burn.
Burn.
But the startled guards sound the alarm as Spider-Man, temporarily safe in the moving car, quickly changes into his costume and climbs out onto the car's roof. When the elevator doors open, the guards are waiting for him, but he is nowhere in sight. As Ames files his report on the Black Widow's condition, the view screen of the video phone on his desk starts to glow. Then a voice tells him that the Black Widow is an enemy whom he must destroy. His eyes glazed, the hypnotic physician tries to stab her with a scalpel, but fortunately she regains consciousness just in time and slams him into a wall. She does not know where she is, but she quickly finds her costume, puts it on, and heads down a hall. Man, a lot of her getting in and out of clothes this arc.
Rated B for boobies.
Hey-oh!
Or booty.
Oh, yes. You can find this one collected in the, the Beat collection, kids.
In your booty. Nobody tell Rob, please. I don't want to be canceled.
She is confused, still unable to reconcile her imagined life as a teacher with the possession of a trained killer's reflexes. Suddenly, a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent attacks her, but even before she can react, Spider-Man knocks him out with a punch to the jaw. Yeah, make it with that chin music, see? Then he quickly...
What is this, the 1930s?
79, close enough. Then he quickly explains that they're in the basement of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Manhattan skyscraper, because everyone knows where that's at. But when alarms suddenly sound, the Black Widow starts to panic. As more S.H.I.E.L.D. agents run in, Spider-Man knocks the Black Widow out and carries her up a ventilation. She's getting too moody. Gotta knock her out. Carry her out. 1979. And carries her up a ventilation duct all the way to the skyscraper's roof. And again, cliche. Yeah, the ventilation shaft is big enough for the both of them.
As Not Another Teen Movie stipulates, it is big enough for 2 adolescent males.
Okay. So an adult male, the size of an adolescent and a woman. Okay.
Exactly. Okay. Well, Black Widow is actually, in this particular, she's very svelte.
He now knows that someone has somehow removed her memories, so he must try to help her regain them.
Give her a kiss. Give her a kiss. Oh, wait, this isn't a Disney movie. My bad.
Not yet. 80 miles west of Manhattan, the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier soars 2 miles above the Earth. At the bridge of the airship, Clay Quartermain receives a report from New York about the Black Widow's escape.
Okay, but the helicarrier is literally the best aesthetic of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think it's the most well-known, and it's just that's when you know S.H.I.E.L.D.'s about to do some epic stuff.
Are you saying it's hella cool?
Hella cool, bro. Hella cool.
Russell, save the bees.
Those boobs scare me.
Again, not Steven Splat artwork. This artwork is beautiful.
Exactly. Quartermain is hypnotized, and the person who controls him stands in the shadows behind him with her two henchmen. Realizing that Ames has failed, she orders the Silver Samurai to use his ring to teleport Boomerang to Manhattan.
Oh, damn it, Chris Claremont with the Silver Samurai. Damn you to hell.
And Boomerang.
Ugh! How racist can you get?
I mean...
Silver Samurai... Oh,
is he looking for his shekels, Lil?
he's looking for his shekels.
Seriously?
No other reason to have Silver. Hard is it to not use Silver Samurai? Apparently, it's very hard for him to do that.
Whoa. He attacked Black Widow last time. And wrestled all caps. The Silver Samurai.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
Claremont wants his shekels. So yes, Boomerang and Silver Samurai sent to destroy both the Black Widow and Spider-Man. The Samurai asked to do the mission by himself because he has unfinished business with Spider-Man. But
I bet unfinished business.
Oh my!
Eyebrows.
Samurai sword penetration. You know. We've been working with Lilith Hellfire too long.
I'm so sorry.
But the woman says she needs the samurai by her side. Defiant but nevertheless obedient, the samurai vanishes with Boomerang. Then the woman turns on a television where she learns from the CBS Morning News.
What? CBS?
1979.
Come on. Killing me.
1979. We only had 3 channels, didn't we?
Somebody asked Charlie Esther. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it was either going to be CBS, ABC.
Well, yeah, Fox didn't become a thing until 1986, so I think you're right.
Yeah, so it was either going to be CBS, ABC, or NBC. And we already did the Saturday Night Live, so that covered the NBC. So now we're on the CBS. WNBC. Yeah, go check out our Patreon right now for the Howard Stern movie review.
Private Parts review, yeah.
Again, once again, okay, I'll do it the right way, Charlie. So one of our co-hosts was topless, so you are going to have to subscribe to find out which one.
He only admitted it on Capes.
I know. He's like, you should say it's me. It should say, I'm like, everyone knows no one else is getting topless but you. I'm like, you really think Lilith or Mornell went insane and it was just like, oh yeah.
Hashtag free the nipples.
Hey, if you want to, that's fine, but I'm pressuring you, but yes.
Mess.
So the mystery woman learns from the CBS Morning News that the president is scheduled to address Congress later that evening. Jimmy! When his speech is finished, she muses, the world will never be the same. Just wait a couple decades. I'm
glad nobody ever tried to assassinate Jimmy Carter. He was so harmless and sweet. I mean, incompetent, but harmless and sweet.
On Pier 30 in Lower Manhattan, just east of Chinatown, Nick Fury speaks with Dennis Nayland Smith from a telephone booth. Oh Lord, 3 names. He says,
a telephone booth? What's that?
See, kids, back in the day before the cellular telephone.
The thing Superman used to use for changing booth? Okay.
Oh, man, we lost that. We've lost that.
Iconic.
I know. He suspects that an enemy has somehow taken over S.H.I.E.L.D. and he needs Smith's agent, Shang-Chi, to help him. As he enters his sports car, he recalls that Nancy Rushman was the Black Widow's cover identity when she first came to the United States as a Soviet spy.
Soviet. Ugh, this book is old as dirt.
Oh, yeah, that wall's still up, kids. Could her defection be a fake? Is she still working for the Russians? If not, he wonders, then for whom? The tracer that he planted on her is still broadcasting, so he turns on his tracking device and drives away.
Spider-Man needs to get some of those tracers. If it's still working after all this time.
Seriously. But unknown to him, his car is bugged as well, and Boomerang flies after it, unseen.
It's just an inception of bugs. Spider tracer, tracer, that.
What is this? The Clone Saga? Someone following someone is also being followed.
In the shadow?
Exactly.
In a trench coat? Oh, never change, Marvel. Classic.
The lurker is being lurked after.
He who lurks after the lurker.
Sometime later, Nancy awakens in Peter Parker's apartment, and he offers her a bowl of Aunt May's chicken soup.
Nobody tell Mary Jane.
Man, he must think you could get a woman out of her pants, because isn't this the second soup he's given her?
It's a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, Peter. I know you were lusting after Flash, as quiet as his cat, but it's a man's heart through his stomach. Washing the dishes, sweeping and vacuuming, taking out the trash. That's how you get a woman.
Burying her ex-boyfriends in the backyard. This is how you win a woman's heart.
If you know how to run a backhoe, just saying.
Hey-oh.
That's like a triple entendre, but...
I was going to say, what does Lilith Hellfire call her dead boyfriends that she buried in the backyard? And what did she use? Backhoes. What was... Oh, Lord, this is a joke, Russell. What was Black Widow's major in college? Hit us with it. That punchline in 1 minute. He explains that Spider-Man brought her there. Oh, God. And you should sleep. And he said you should sleep with me. And she says groggily that she remembers being in a hospital where a doctor tried to kill her.
Oh!
What was Black Widow's major in college? Ursa major.
Get out, Russell. You've hit the punny business line. You've hit it. Congratulations.
I was gonna say you don't even get a drum roll. Yeah, she remembers being in the hospital where a doctor tried to kill her. Peter reassures her and asks her name, but she is too confused to reply. Then the memory of being tortured assails her and she starts to scream in fear. Peter calms her down, wondering what could possibly have been done to her. Suddenly, the door smashes open and Nick Fury covers them both with his pistol. They are under arrest for espionage and treason, he declares, and he orders them out of the building and into his car. Suddenly, now the spider sense tingles, and he shouts a warning as he knocks Fury and Nancy over. Then the car explodes. Fury sees...
God, cars explode so easily in comic book universe.
Exactly. Fury sees Boomerang flying through the smoke and starts shooting.
No, not Boomer. Boomerang, guys.
Oh... You know, you just put that in the atmosphere. A villain named Boomer. Who's he going to attack? The champions, the new warriors. You know,
we're gonna bring back. You know.
Oh my God, that's going to be Damien's new nemesis, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. It's like, bro, that was like 2 years ago. But go off.
Yeah, but that's DC.
Exactly.
He covers them with his pistol, love gun.
Gun.
Russell, we're gonna make it dirty.
Nice.
We're nice. We're nice
and PG-13 wholesome here.
Me and the Virgin Lilith Hellfire do not enjoy that kind of humor. She couldn't even keep a straight face for 2 seconds.
I'm like, sir, have you met us? I think they've met us. That is a bold-faced lie, sir. You're going to hell for that lie, sir.
I was going to say, no, I meant virgin in the sense that her blood hasn't been used in a dark ritual, but I don't know if I can even say that. It was 1979. Kiss was already done until 1996.
Yeah, thank you, that 70s show, for bringing Kiss back into the fold.
They figured out they could sell coffins. Alright, so yes, Boomerang blows up the car. Nick Fury starts shooting, knocking the criminals' boomerangs out of the air. Jeez. Despite being handcuffed, Peter slips away in the confusion, breaks the cuffs, and dressed as Spider-Man, tackles Boomerang from behind. Shut up, love. Spider-Man and
What is subtext?
I know. Should've been
See, but when you knock a boomerang down, does it pop back up? Or
hey-oh! That might be a question for Ray. You know.
It's a lot of meat.
Poor Ray.
You said you were going to send me feedback, Ray. Where's my feedback?
Where's the feedback, Ray?
We got to break your legs. Said you down my feedback for me, kid. Fury rushes to help, telling the widow to stay under cover. But when she sees the battle, she instinctively decides to join in. When Spider-Man is...
You know women, they don't listen.
No, 1979, I know. How dare she come out of the kitchen? Come on. When Spider-Man is hurled off the roof, she quickly places herself beneath him and breaks his fall. So much innuendo. Stunned, Spider-Man gasps that Boomerang's boot jets caught him head on, and he thanks her for saving his life. The Widow asks him to get the handcuffs off her so they can both aid
I don't know
Fury.
what's going on.
Black Widow.
This sounds like a fanfic, baby.
I know. Sounds like your hard drive. Fury is battling Boomerang by himself. They quickly head for the roof where Spider-Man dives into the criminal. Well, but just as he is about to knock him unconscious, the Silver Samurai, Lilith's favorite, materializes in a flash of light behind Boomerang. Spider-Man recognizes him from previous battles. See last episode. And sees the teleport ring that John Belushi once had. What the hell is this?
I don't know what's going on. This is wild. This is Claremont at his finest. Don't let Claremont write things. More than one issue, he's gonna go buck wild, guys. This is the thing.
I know. I mean,
Wild like an animal.
The story just turned into a buck wild bacchanal. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I think in April we have to cover that Saturday Night Live issue just because John Belushi had a teleporting ring. What the hell?
He was Deadpool before Deadpool was Deadpool.
Oh my god. Handled his coke. Well, no, never mind.
Too soon, buddy. Too
I
soon.
know. Spider-Man warns Fury and Widow about the Samurai's energy sword, which cuts through steel like butter. Boomerang tells the Samurai that their opponents are helpless and urges him to finish them off. Hey-oh. But
you missed it. It's smooth like butter. You know, like the BTS song.
I don't know what that is. No.
It's K-pop. Don't worry about it.
I know who they are, but yeah, I don't know their song. Like butter.
Those nuggets sucked. That Cajun sauce sucked.
Oh my. Like butter. Boomerang tells the Samurai that their opponents are helpless and urges him to finish them off, but the Samurai finish him. But the Samurai declines.
Finish him!
Saying they are merely off balance. There's too much at stake to risk defeat, he continues as he activates the teleport ring. Then the Samurai and Boomerang vanish in a light burst. The Widow says that bits and pieces of her memory are returning, so she may soon be able to tell them where the Samurai and Boomerang have gone. She is still not certain who she is, Nancy Rushman or the Black Widow, but she does know that unless they act quickly, the world may soon be destroyed.
It's not a summer annual event. Calm down, sister.
Oh my. But yes, Spider-Man recalled the whole Silver Samurai Saturday Night Live thing was from Marvel Team Up 74. He states the Samurai took it from the actor John Belushi, but this should be considered a topical reference per sliding timescale, particularly since Belushi died in 1982.
Ooh.
So, yes. Let's looking to see if there's any other notes. Nah, that's the pertinent note.
Nothing pertinent.
So, a lot more action, Lilith Hellfire. Man, these last two issues could have... Again, Modern Comics, this would have been 6 issues.
Like I said, Chris goes off, bro. Like, he had no, I just feel like he didn't have any, oversight.
Well, what is 1979?
Smoked a doobie.
And again, I think they're all thinking, oh yeah, this is kids reading it, you know. They didn't know what they had on their hands.
True.
I wonder, like, you know when they do, like specialty issues or covers, how like people like pick those up, you know, even if they don't usually collect comics. I wonder if a lot of Saturday Night Live fans picked up like that Marvel Team Up issue when it came out, just to see what it was.
I wonder how much it's worth.
Yeah, I wonder. We have to, because I think the special guest was Stan Lee.
Oh, really?
I think the host was Stan Lee, and the musical guest was Rick Jones.
Oh my god, that sounds bananas.
I'm telling you, we're going to cover this. This is okay, April. You know, we have to.
April Fool.
That maybe a Stiltman issue. Yeah, we're going to be all. Hold on, Marvel Team Up. See, kids, this is the sound of everyone Googling.
Exactly.
MyComicShop.com wants. Oh, there's no price on here?
Oh, that's the worst. They're so unorganized with that.
Oh, there's a Mark Jewelers edition? What is that? And there's a UK edition. Yeah, I was reading something about this, and like I don't know if did they mention something about Australia, because I think they said like Saturday Night Live wasn't even down there yet, so it was like, anyone read this in Australia, they're like, what the hell, Saturday Night Live?
Exactly.
Hold on. Let's go to eBay, kids.
There you go. Price of the land of overpriced garbage.
Oh my!
There, I said it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, how many Funkos has she bought from that?
Oh, I buy my Funkos directly from Amazon or the store.
You can get a very fine cop. That's not too expensive. I'm seeing one for $850, $970.
Wow.
Yeah, so well, with shipping it'll be a little over $10, but yeah, so around the neighborhood of probably like $10-12, kids, with shipping and everything. You can get one of these.
All right, it's done. I'll order mine after we get off our podcast, and we'll do it. We'll set it for next year. Done.
You know how many times Lilith Hellfire's ordered comics after she's gotten off?
I mean, it's my version of smoking cigarettes, so.
Oh my! Get out! Order, instead of make me a sandwich, order me some comics and get out!
Am I right, ladies?
Hey-o! Hey-o. Yeah, so. Any other thoughts on this one?
No, besides the sheer bananas of it all, like, it started off so simple that it's just snowballing into this insane epic showdown, and I'm just like, wow, we went from point A to point like M in 2.2 seconds.
Nice. But yes, so let's get to the next one. Marvel Team Up 84. This one on the cover, Spider-Man.
The
penultimate. Take a drink. Yes, Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu.
At least Shang-Chi gets a little bit of shine in this one, and it's not too goofy, but
it's a shirtless man, Lilith Hellfire.
Exactly. That's why I'm okay with it.
August 1979. I believe maybe the same team. Letterer might be new. Diana Elbers. So it's not a complete sausage fest this time. Oh Lord. This title, I think it might be kind of spoilery. Catch a Falling Hero. Is that like Catch a Falling Star?
The itsy bitsy spider went up the waterfall.
Oh Lord, man, these synopses are very detailed. It is 7 p.m. on
Somebody really liked this team up.
I think so. It is 7 p.m. on a cool, clear weekend. On a cool, clear weekday evening, as the Silver Samurai, Boomerang, and their leader, the Viper.
The Viper.
Okay, Lilith Hellfire. Okay, Lilith Hellfire. You have to read an issue, and you have to keep a character, and you can lose one. Who do you keep, and who do you get rid of? Silver Samurai or Viper?
Viper.
What? Keep her or get rid of her? Get rid of her.
She's out of there.
So you'd rather read Silver Samurai over Viper?
Viper's very one-dimensional.
She's a nihilist.
And not a lot. It doesn't come with a lot of action either. Like, she'd rather have people do her dirty work. So.
She'd rather have people do her dirty work, and she's a nihilist. Who does this remind me of?
Yeah, it's too much like reading about myself. That's why. If I want some Viper action, I'll go out and.
Oh, we know where you get your Viper action. But so yeah, Samurai, Boomerang, and Viper tune in the nightly television newscast with Walter Cronkite.
Is that ABC? Is that the Trinity?
I don't know. Was that CBS? I don't know, because they did do CBS. I don't know.
That's before my time.
I was gonna say, where's our expert at?
We're doing me now.
From Shield Helicarrier.
Nope, that's CBS Evening News as well. So.
Oh, Lilith Hellfire, you have affected me in so many ways. From now on, in my head, I'm just going to be saying the Shield Hella Cool Carrier.
Hella cool, man.
Hella cool. Look at all those propellers.
That's Shield's trademark, and that's one of my favorite like parts in like the actual like Shield TV show when they finally do like show up with all the. I was like, it only took us forever, and it was Hydra technically, but don't tell anybody.
All the Shield agents, including Clay Quartermain, who is at the carrier's helm, are under the Viper.
Quartermain.
Quartermain! Under the
Gotta
Viper's
put some respect on that.
under the Viper's hypnotic control. As the Viper listens to the newscast, which announces the president's address to the nation later this evening before a joint session of Congress, she recalls the day long past when she and the Cobra, then members of the Serpent Squad...
See, that's why I don't like her. She gives me very bad G.I. Joe villain of the week.
And I know the exact story she's talking about, because it gets better, Lilith Hellfire. When her and the
I know.
members of the Serpent Squad battled Nomad,
Yep.
which was Steve Rogers, yes.
Yeah.
The first Nomad story from it was like around Captain America 180 or 181, something like that. Yes. Oh yeah.
They're really pushing it with this.
I don't know how
really
many,
pushing it.
I don't know how many comic writers were doing drugs back in the 70s, but I believe
All of
quite
them.
A few.
Hashtag change my
Smoked a
mind.
doobie. Smoked a doobie.
No, they were doing something a little more hardcore than doobies.
Dropping something and not tracks, Lil Hellfire.
Exactly.
Just
a little acid, you know.
Oh my. When their building collapsed in flames, she plunged through the floor and the Serpent Crown of Lemuria. Hey, Serpent Crown, remember that, kids?
I'm having flashbacks. Somebody save me.
Atlantis attacks flashbacks. Oh please, she loved it.
Gimme. I'm thirsty for it, bro.
Oh my. And the Serpent Crown of Lemuria fell from her head. Oh, she lost her crown, love. A falling brick knocked her out.
Wow! Taken out by a brick.
And then the fires ignited a ruptured gas main and the house blew apart. She was protected by collapsing bricks and masonry that formed a cocoon around her while she was...
That's not how that works.
So lucky. Again, at least back in these times, like, they tried to explain, when a villain like looked like they died, they tried to explain how they came back.
Didn't have to make sense. It's just that they tried.
Modern comics now, they're just like, oh yeah, they're back. How? I don't know. Just make something up yourself. Headcanon it yourself. I'm looking at you, Dan Slott.
Bird.
Then she found a drain pipe, one of the Cobra's secret exits, and entered a sewer that carried her beyond the police lines around the house. So she crawled through the sewer, kids, to escape Nomad.
Talk about a poopy situation.
Oh! Are we saying the...
God, I wish we were on Patreon.
I know. So, the poop hit the fan?
Oh yeah.
Oh my. She emerged from a manhole and started to walk away.
I'm 7. It's fine.
I was going to say, you know how many manholes Lilith Hellfires entered and exited?
Damn straight.
But enough about that third bedroom. She weakened and disarmed. Then a van pulled up alongside, whose driver introduced himself as Hiro Tagara, a cadre leader with the Japanese Red Army, a group that occasionally worked with Hydra.
Oh, speaking of Hydra.
Yes. He remembered her from the time she was Madame Hydra, one of the organization's powerful leaders. Together they drove unnoticed by Nomad and the police, and Tagara eventually brought her to his estate in Japan, where she spent several months recovering her health. She was surprised to discover that she had fallen in love with Tagara.
Oh, no.
Oh, duh. And she also evolved a master plan to crush the United States. And her plan was going to be...
We were actually... we've never been minding our business. Never mind. I was going to say, America wasn't that bad. We were just minding our business, but no, not really.
Our plan was going to be huge. Bigly. With America mortally wounded, she reasoned, the oppressed people of the world would rise in the ultimate revolution.
Eat the rich! Eat the rich! Wait a minute.
Somebody's coming around the Viper.
Wait a minute. Wait, is this me? Is this what I have to look forward to in my old age?
Crawling through manholes with hellfire. The first step in her plan was to field test a hypno beam, which she compelled all the SHIELD agents in the underground New York office to depart for 1 hour. At the same time, she sent the Silver Samurai, one of Tagara's allies, to steal a crystal that would have made an ideal energy source for the teleportation.
Oh, not the crystal. Oh,
not the
it's
dark.
always a crystal.
Not the dark crystal. That would have made an ideal energy source for the teleportation unit that she wanted to construct. Unfortunately for her plans, Spider-Man and the Black Widow stopped the samurai. Remember that? Faced with this impasse, it required more time for her to create her teleport ring. But just as she was about to use it, the device was lost in the mail and misdelivered to none other than John Belushi of the Saturday Night Live television. So she mailed it, kids, and that's how it went to John Belushi by accident.
You FedEx important things, guys. Like, I support the USPS. I send basic stuff that I'm not worried about, but important stuff, you gotta FedEx it.
It was
No, actually, not even FedEx. UPS. Please sponsor us, by the way.
1979.
UPS.
1979. No one was using that newfangled UPS. It was all the United States Post Office. God, we have...
Well, actually, FedEx is older, is almost as old as the USPS, if not older, maybe.
Yes. But mark my words, kids, April, we're doing that Saturday Night Live. This time, the silver... Lilith, you can get drunk for it.
Yes!
This time, the Silver Samurai succeeded in retrieving it, and soon he and she teleported into the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier's sickbay early one morning, when most of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents were off duty. They replaced the physician's video phone with a device modified to...
Wow, they had a video phone in 1979? That's fancy.
They were super spies, see? With a device modified to project a hypno beam, and soon the physician was in their power. Then, every time a S.H.I.E.L.D. crewman was summoned to sickbay, he or she was likewise hypnotized. Wasn't this a Star Trek The Next Generation, thought? The game!
Yeah.
Remember, they all came down to Wesley Crusher and, Ashley Judd. Again, a true story.
Oh, Next Generation.
I love that show. Soon, S.H.I.E.L.D's seemingly impregnable headquarters was hers to command. As she concludes her reminiscence and delights in knowing that America's most trusted defensive system will soon be used to destroy the American government. At that moment...
Fingers crossed.
Oh my. At that moment, 1,000 feet above the helicarrier, Spider-Man and the Black Widow, who still believes she is a school teacher named Nancy Rushman, are silently descending on hang gliders toward the giant S.H.I.E.L.D. aircraft. They land carefully on its...
Watch out for that bridge!
Oh, she's not a blonde. It's okay. They land carefully on its flight deck, avoiding the vortices from its giant engines. Suddenly, Spider-Man's spider sense tingles, warning him of an approaching S.H.I.E.L.D. squad. The troopers arrive, but when they turn on their flashlights, they see no one. Spider-Man and the Widow, clinging to the side of the helicarrier, breathe a sigh of relief. Then they make their way silently along the aircraft's hull. Spider-Man is used to walking on walls and is quite confident, but the Widow abruptly flashes back to her Nancy Rushman identity and becomes petrified with fear. Broads. Spider-Man quickly catches her in his arms and reassures her, and suddenly they find themselves kissing each other.
I was gonna say, shut up and kiss.
Oh,
they did. They actually did it.
Love at 1,000 feet. Again, check Lilith Hellfire's hard drive.
There's a airline that specifically is like out there for people who want to join the Mile High Club. Like, they just take you up, you do it, and then you come back down.
Or it's like, just like dating Lilith Hellfire. Take you up, take you back down. So he's kissing a woman not in her right mind.
It's the 70s.
I know. Even though Spider-Man knows this is hardly the time or the place for this.
Boing.
Just
There's blood in the wrong places.
hope he can still stick to the side of that helicarrier, kids. Just then, Fury's air car approaches the helicarrier as planned. Spider-Man takes the Widow's hand and gently leads her towards their goal. I bet you are.
What's the goal?
What's the goal? Like, you don't know, Lilith Hellfire.
Rumpy Pumpy.
No, please, seriously, guys, this is our little secret.
Yes, nobody tell Rob. Clay, someone hypnotize him. Clay Quartermain in the helicarrier bridge clears Fury for landing. The Silver Samurai asks the Viper why they don't simply kill Fury and get it over with. But the Viper wants to avoid arousing outside suspicion. Oh yeah, flaming car parts raining from the sky might draw some suspicion. Better to wait until he is in
That's New York. Yeah, right.
Yeah, better to wait until he is in the helicarrier before destroying him, she says. When he lands, a group of agents meets him. He orders them to stow his air car, then deliberately turns his back on them and walks away. But when the agents raise their weapons to kill him, they are all rapidly knocked unconscious by the master martial artist, Shang-Chi, who is hiding in the air car.
Well, he's good for something.
Oh my. Suddenly, there is a powerful explosion. When the smoke clears, Fury lies unconscious, having taken the brunt of the blast. And Shang-Chi is facing Boomerang. Boomerang...
Does he come back around?
Boomerang contemptuously tells Shang-Chi that he defeated a martial artist named Iron Fist not so long ago.
Big whoop! Big whoop!
Oh my.
Sorry, Connor. Sorry.
Oh my. I think that was like either like the issue before or after Sabretooth's first appearance. Yes, kids, Sabretooth first appeared in Iron Fist.
Don't ask.
Claremont.
We don't talk about it.
Well, of course he has to work in Iron Fist because was Claremont working on it at this time? I know eventually he does.
Wait a minute. Oh, the Iron Fist fans had to deal with Claremont too?
I think so to a certain point. Oh man, he's looking for all the shekels in this story, man.
Wow. Must have had the mortgage due.
Something, man. It says he tells Shang-Chi he defeated a martial artist named Iron Fist not long ago. Quotations. This is, of course, untrue.
I was gonna say.
He hurls a Razorang, one of his weapons, but the martial arts master shatters it with a wristband. Then a Gasarang explodes above Shang-Chi's head in a cloud of nerve gas.
What is this? Are we in Gotham? Did we teleport to Gotham?
Is this Captain Boomerang? What? Shang-Chi holds his breath, but suddenly the floor under him starts to descend, taking him out of danger. This surprises Shang-Chi as much as it does his opponent. Boomerang attacks, but Shang-Chi slams him in the abdomen. Boomerang retreats to hurl. Should have went lower, kids.
He's in them guts.
Should have hit him lower, kids. Boomerang retreats to hurl more of his weapons, which Shang-Chi dodges or shatters as he works his way towards his antagonist. Finally, a series of karate blows knocks Boomerang to the floor. With his last bit of strength, the criminal hurls an explosive boomerang that turns the elevator area into twisted scrap metal. Moments later, Boomerang's image appears on a monitor, and he informs the Viper and the Silver Samurai that Fury and Shang-Chi have been taken care of. Permanently.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
Well, he thinks he beat Iron Fist. Come on.
I just need that narration. And of course, this was untrue.
That's easy to be a new drop. Of course, this is untrue. Charlie says something. We're just dropping. Of course, that was untrue. Spider-Man carries the Black Widow to a porthole that Fury told them about. They enter a storeroom not far from the command. Man, Spider-Man and Black Widow ended up in a lot of storerooms. A
lot of tight, close spaces, man.
Oh my!
The F was implied.
Oh!
Rumpy pumpy.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
But as they steal cautiously through the room, Spider-Man's spider sense starts to tingle.
I bet.
Hey-oh! Well, I was gonna say something's tingling.
It's ting ting tingling, ting ting tingling.
Suddenly,
it's part shampoo, of course.
Hey-oh! Suddenly, the lights go on and everyone pulls their pants back on. And they come face to face with a fully armed squad of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents led by Clay Quartermain and accompanied by the Viper and the Silver Samurai.
Clay Quartermain, what are you gonna do?
Go on the run with Bruce Banner and Rick Jones.
Rick who?
You know, the guest on Saturday Night Live in 1979, remember? The Widow recognizes the Viper from her nightmares and collapses to the floor with a scream.
It's like, damn, you ugly lady. You be showing up in my nightmare.
Oh my. Spider-Man demands to know what the Viper did to her. The Viper replies that she asked the Widow questions that the Widow refused to answer. Then the Viper orders Quartermain to kill them. Just then, Boomerang enters with Shang-Chi, whose hands appear to be tied behind his back. Boomerang asks whether the Viper might want to question Shang-Chi the way she did the Widow. Annoyed at this unwanted show of initiative, the Viper orders Boomerang to put his prisoner with the others and kill them all at once. But then...
Shut your mouth and do as I say.
Oh,
Okay, I get it. She's me, I am her, I get it.
But then a Boomerang strips off his cowl and stands revealed as Nick Fury. See, that's what happens when you don't look the help in the face, man.
Exactly.
He only had one eye! Shang-Chi leaps into action and starts knocking out the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. The martial artist recalls how, after the explosion, Fury recovered, defeated Boomerang, and dressed in his costume. Man, we're just stripping people left and right in this story.
Chris Claremont has a fetish.
No kidding. I mean, have you seen Jean Grey as the Black Queen? Come on.
It is nice, won't lie.
Hey-oh. Shang-Chi then pretended to be his captive. Spider-Man, delighted with this turn of events, tells the Widow to stand aside while he helps Fury and Shang-Chi. Stand aside, woman. But the Viper asserts that Fury has no chance against hundreds of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, and even if he does manage to survive, he will still be too late to save the president. Then she and the Silver Samurai head to the bridge. When Spider-Man goes after them, the Samurai draws his energy sword to do battle. Spider-Man dodges, but the blade strikes a glancing blow that is hard enough to hurl him across the room, out the porthole, and into the open air 2 miles above the ground. So see, that's where...
Catch a falling hero! Get it, guys!
That's where we're finally paying off that title, kids. Alright, so what did you think, Lilith?
It's a really busy issue. I like that. I do feel like it's a little jumbled.
Yes.
It's a little too fast-paced, but, with Chris Claremont, the more, the better. Just let him get it out.
Yes. And a lot of editor's notes here, kids. Yes. Yes, the Viper battled Nomad in Captain America 182. As we said, she sent the Silver Samurai for the Crystal and Marvel Team Up 57 last episode, kids. Scroll down. And of course, the whole John Belushi thing, Marvel Team Up 74, which we talked about. And Boomerang brags about defeating Iron Fist. He's lying, as Iron Fist defeated him as depicted in Iron Fist 13.
And clearly this was untrue.
He also brags about being able to sustain a blow from the Hulk. He is referring to his conflict with the Jade Giant back in Tales of Suspense 81 through 88.
Damn, Tales of Suspense?
I know!
Yikes! This is really old.
Is that thing in black and white? Jeez!
I thought that they were going to do a Mortal Hulk and at least a couple of issues in black and white to pay homage. I mean, even though they didn't, it's still a great book. But I always just figured that they would do that.
I wonder if they'll do something in issue 50, the last one.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be extra size, so even if not the main story, maybe we'll get a black and white backup.
Not a giant-sized man thing, but a giant-sized Hulk I can still get behind. Or maybe in front of. Don't judge me.
Hey-o!
It's a giant-sized man thing.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a Patreon. We gotta cover a giant-sized man thing.
We've been saying it. Put it on the list.
We just have so much stuff to do, Lil.
It's a giant-sized man thing.
You wanted to do the effing Juggernaut first. Hey-o.
Well, we have to.
Yes.
Good for that release. And I've stopped drinking. It just keeps happening.
Sober, drunk. There's only ever one thing on your mind, Lil Hellfire. Alright, ready to do this last one?
Finally! Issue 85!
Marvel Team Up 85. Yes, this one has everyone on the cover.
The conclusion!
Spider-Man, Shang-Chi, Black Widow, and Nick Fury. From September 1979.
It's gonna be a hella cool time, man.
Oh, a new letterer, Clem Robbins. So it seems like they have the same team, but the letterer keeps changing.
As you do, letters, no offense, are not that important.
Oh, how dare you? No, I was going to say maybe each editor or each letterer gets exhausted because it is a Claremont issue, so they're doing lots of lettering.
Bendis before Bendis was Bendis.
79, man. There's a lot of people coming off a Marvel Team Up with Carpal Tunnel. That's all I'm saying. And Uncanny X-Men. Oh, Lord. Alright, so the title, The Woman Who Never Was.
Just the way men like it.
Hell! Anyway. Wow. Spider-Man...
in the 70s.
Well, true. Spider-Man plummets from the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, his body numb from being hit by the Silver Samurai's energy sword. Inside the massive Helicoal aircraft, the Black Widow, Nick Fury, and Shang-Chi are battling a horde of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents hypnotized by the Viper. Quickly, the Black Widow fights her way to a porthole and leaps after Spider-Man. Damn, that kiss must have been good. As she falls, she snags his ankle with a wrist cable, and then she attaches another wrist cable to the Helicoal carrier. Although the strain on her body is terrific, she manages to hold on to both Spider-Man and the Helicoal carrier, and then she swings Spider-Man up toward the aircraft. But then the Silver Samurai slices through the conduit that the Widow's cable is attached to, and she begins to plunge toward the ground. Looking death in the face, Lilith Hellfire, the Black Widow reverts to her Nancy Rushman persona and screams in terror. Getting hysterical. You women getting hysterical again.
It's what we do, bro. Don't judge us.
Unfortunately, Spider-Man must have woke him up. Spider-Man's swing carries him to the helicarrier where he clings to the hull. Gouging a handhold, he braces himself against the sudden jerk as the cable holding the Black Widow tightens. He holds firm, but the effort leaves him barely conscious. You're lucky, Black Widow, man. You don't want Spider-Man catching you from a great height, man.
Oh, yeah.
Again, lucky she's not a blonde. And this isn't a Jerry Conway story. Meanwhile, the Viper and the Samurai head for the helicarrier's bridge, where she orders Clay Quartermain to seal all security bulkheads and flood the ship with knockout gas. The hypnotized S.H.I.E.L.D. soldier obeys her orders, and seconds later, as Fury and Shang-Chi are leaving the storeroom after defeating the S.H.I.E.L.D. squad, steel walls suddenly box them in, and their enclosure fills with gas. Oh. They're gonna Dutch oven them to death. Shang-Chi holds his breath, but Fury, still wearing Boomerang's costume, says that a single drop of gas anywhere on the skin will put a person out for a week.
Whoa.
Man, what is this? Something from...
What are they doing over there?
Is this from Lilith Hellfire's Spoos? Something she's drinking? Jeez. Confident that Spider-Man and the Black Widow fall into their deaths and that Fury and Shang-Chi are helpless, the Viper tunes in the President's address again with villains. They're obsessed with television. Who is she, Bane?
Bane?
That's right.
The boob tube.
That's right. Practically all the high officials of the United States government are in attendance, and the Viper smugly declares that before his speech is over, they will all die.
Well, we do have a contingency. Come on. Does not everybody know that? Did they not know that in the 70s? There's always one designated survivor. Love that show, by the way. Shout out to Kiefer Sutherland.
She didn't have time to learn stuff, Lilith. She was busy being buried by bricks and vacationing in Japan. She will crash the helicarrier into the Capitol building and grind it into rubble. Oh, please. Leaving America leaderless.
Again, that's not how that works, but...
I mean...
This is the 70s. Not everybody knows. It's fine.
Shouldn't say leaderless. You should say the government might be in disarray for a while,
Forever, yeah. I will say that we'll be in disarray, but we'll have a leader. We might not like that leader, and we might be in disarray, but we'll have one. I mean, I dealt with that for 4 years.
Hey, into that vacuum, she continues, will step her revolutionary brothers and sisters. But her gloating abruptly ceases when Fury and Shang-Chi smash through the door into the room.
Shang-Chi smash!
Oh my! No. There we go.
Smash it!
There we go. They escape the trap through a maze of airtight passageways that only Fury knew about, which were designed for just such a situation. Shang-Chi quickly knocks out several S.H.I.E.L.D. troopers, but Fury has only one narco dart left in his gun, and he uses it on Clay Quartermain.
That's what you get, Clay. That's what you get.
Unfortunately, the almost equally skilled Quartermain gets off a shot that wounds Fury in the shoulder. As Shang-Chi heads towards the Silver Samurai, he sees Fury fall in a pool of blood. Then as the president's speech begins on the view screen, Spider-Man and the Black Widow smash through a window into the room. Again, glassmakers in the Marvel Universe, very, very happy. Faced with three powerful opponents.
Also, the first season of Arrow, he was always dropping through Skylight.
Okay, no truer words. Faced with three powerful opponents with only the Silver Samurai on her side, the Viper nevertheless states that not even death will defeat her.
Lady Death would like to have a word with her.
I thought she was going to retreat when she was like, oh, it's only the Silver Samurai. Here, get out of here. In her hand, she holds the computer control module that operates the entire helicarrier. She orders the samurai to hold the 3 battlers at all costs. The Widow tells Spider-Man to tackle the samurai while she goes after the Viper. Spider-Man, afraid the Widow will revert to Nancy Rushman again, tells Shang-Chi to follow her. He will handle the samurai himself. See, kids, look, a Shang-Chi Black Widow team up. See? Very topical. Shang-Chi, hoping Spider-Man knows what he's doing, leaps after the Widow. Spider-Man rams into the samurai. Shut up, Lil. And in the ensuing battle, Spider-Man deftly dodges the energy sword. All the while...
Oh, you dodged the sword. Okay, buddy.
Spider sense. All the while, the president's speech continues as he describes the seriousness of the continuing oil crisis.
Well, if you made electric cars a priority, oil wouldn't be a national security matter, but that's none of my business.
Or did you know you can make a car that runs on water?
On water?
We're doing me now?
Science. Spider-Man finally blinds the samurai with web fluid and knocks...
Sure, web fluid.
Oh my god. Lil's like, I hope it's web... I only hope it's only web fluid. Knocks the sword from his hand, but the samurai grabs Spider-Man and tries to break his neck. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Not in the face!
Spider-Man twists free, adheres out of reach to the ceiling, and knocks the samurai unconscious with a powerful Sal Buscema punch. As the Black Widow steals through darkened passageways in the helicarrier, her mind switches back and forth between her 2 personae. With each passing minute, she remembers more of her past life. She recalls how, while on a personal mission to the Far East, yes, that is in quotes, she uncovered the Viper's plans but was captured before she could warn Nick Fury. The Viper tortured and interrogated her for days, but despite her best efforts, the Widow refused to talk. A careless guard...
that's how she snapped. I gotcha.
A careless guard allowed her to escape, but the ordeal regressed her mind into the alias of an unassuming schoolteacher that she used long ago. Without Spider-Man's efforts, she might have stayed in that safe character forever, she muses. Oh, the magic kiss did wake her up. Suddenly, Shang-Chi places his hand on her shoulder, saying he is there to help. She replies that she must work things out alone, and he recognizes her inner conflict as similar to one he has had to face himself after leaving his father's house in Hunan. Suddenly, the Viper appears...
Trauma bonding!
True. Suddenly, the Viper appears and shoots at the Widow with incredibly fast reflexes. Shang-Chi dives in front of her and takes the bullet himself. Man, a lot of people taking bullets. The Widow looks up from his...
Love gun.
From his prostrate form as the Viper declares haughtily that she meant to kill the Widow. This, she continues, she will do after she has taken care of business.
Snakes and spiders just don't get along.
That's right. Get it? Then she presses a switch on her handheld control module and turns off the helicarrier's main engines. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, Chris Claremont's all about the Viper not getting along with Spider-Woman. Surprised they didn't mention Spider-Woman, man. He'd get more shekels. Then she presses a switch on her handheld control module and turns off the main engines. When she ascends to the upper deck, she hurls the module over the side, saying that without it, the engines cannot be restarted. As the Widow clambers after the Viper onto the hub of one of the massive airship's rotors, the engines slowly come to a halt and the skycraft begins to descend. As Spider-Man uses his web fluid to staunch Fury's wound, they notice that the engines have stopped. Fury says that the Viper probably booby-trapped all the bridge command systems and knocked out the vortex beam. Their only chance is to rewire the main trunk lines,
this is so convoluted. Jeez.
Which fortunately lie behind a nearby reinforced steel bulkhead. Spider-Man slowly peels back the covering, and he and Fury set to work. Fury says his left arm is useless, so Spider-Man will do most of the physical work. I'm not going to say anything about Lilith Hellfire having her arm in a sling before. Atop the helicarrier, the Viper gloats that its trajectory has been precisely planned to smash it into the Capitol building. Then explosive charges will destroy it and its target, killing the warmongering leaders of this corrupt nation. So they're going to crash the helicarrier into the Capitol and then blow it up.
A little overkill, but okay.
She wants to make sure it gets the job done. The Widow replies...
Now that's an insurrection, I'm just saying.
Oh, my. What, a giant helicarrier, not a bunch of drunken rednecks? The widow replies that many innocent lives will be lost in the ensuing chaos. She has seen children starve in the ruins of Stalingrad, she says, and men freeze solid overnight, as she knows how extremely precious life is. As Fury and Spider-Man work frantically, not certain of what they are doing but hoping for the best, the Widow and the Viper continue to battle atop the rotor maintenance platform. Although the Widow is nearly exhausted and psychologically crippled, her will to win and her fighting skills soon prevail. The Viper leaps at the Widow a final time. I see where this is going, but just then, Spider-Man and Fury restart the engines. The Widow docks and the Viper leaps off the platform. She grabs hold of the edge and the Widow grips her hand to pull her to safety. In her younger days, says the Widow, she would have simply let her fall. Just then, the rotors start to spin. The force they generate in arresting the helicarrier's fall whips the Viper out of the Widow's grasp and she falls to oblivion.
Again, catch a falling hero.
Oh, yeah. A powerful blast of air from the helicarrier's rotors shake the Capitol building, and all inside as the aircraft halts its plunge and just inches above the Capitol's dome, and the government is safe.
Boo.
Oh my. The next morning, with everything under control and the hypnotized S.H.I.E.L.D. agents under sedation, Nick Fury, his left arm in his sling, shakes Shang-Chi's hand in gratitude. Fury asks how he managed to survive the Viper's bullet, and he replies that he simply deflected it with his wristband and pretended to be dead.
It's a lot of that going on.
He knew that the Widow needed the opportunity to find her true self, so he did not interfere in her battle against the Viper. On the helicarrier's hull outside, Spider-Man and the Widow part company. She admits that Nancy Rushman, she had briefly fallen in love with him. But this relationship certainly cannot continue. Spider-Man knows this and quickly spins a hang glider parachute for her himself and descends to the city below. Long ago, muses the Widow, she fought for her personal freedom. Now she has learned yet again that if she wants to be free, she must also be alone.
Boo. I mean, good for a woman, but boo.
So.
It worked itself out. All the busy work worked itself out, and I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
A little convoluted, a little too long, but still generally overall good story. Average together, give it a solid B-.
Well, I think I got to agree with that. Again, it's 4 issues. Claremont was like, yeah, man, I got 4 months.
They really fleshed out the conflict, though, and I appreciate it. I mean, did they dangle the what the hell's really going on a little too long? Yes, but that's Claremont. That's a Claremont thing.
And he loves to play that long game, too, because he brought issue 57 into this. He brought issue 74 into this. Although, there might have been other creators in between there, too. But still, I mean, he remembered, oh, hey, remember what I did in 57? Let's bring that back.
Such an egomaniac. But you kind of have to be.
Shekels.
He was a rock star at this time, so.
Shekels.
Absolute rock star in the comic book world.
Shekels. That's the name of the game with Hellfire. Shekels.
I know he plays it well. I'm like, if I was an editor, I'm like, sir, you have to get rid of one. Who's it gonna be?
Exactly. All right, we're going long, but real quick, I know you want to talk about Amazing Spider-Man 69.
69. Yes. The last issue was actually better, but well.
I know. Yeah. Even Charlie's like, I don't know what's going on.
Nobody does. That's the beauty.
I mean, I'm thinking Teresa Parker is like going to be another android like the parents were.
But what if she's not? What if she's a clone?
Like an ultimate? Oh.
Yeah. That was my vibe. Was it just me?
I don't know. I could see. Maybe.
Not a lot of people actually didn't even really like this issue. I saw a lot of my favorite critics not really digging it. I think we're tired of the Chameleon conspiracy. Like the Chameleon, it's like so overdone.
And it's like
and Jack-o'-lantern Foreigner. Come on.
Slide.
Come on.
Nick Spencer.
This isn't Thanksgiving. This is not the time and place for it.
Nick Spencer proving, hey, look, I've read a bunch of Spider-Man stuff from the past.
That's exactly what it feels like. But the artwork, of course, it's Mark Bagley, so I'm never going to complain about that. The artwork was great. The cover was great. It's just the story. We're at, part 3 of that story? So...
Yeah, something like that. But again, it's like, I mean, I might be here more.
The action is great. The action beats are absolutely great. Character design's great. Detailed background, amazing. But the story, I'm over it.
I mean, I think I'd be more here for the chameleon conspiracy if we'd got more. We still don't have an answer for the whole kindred thing. It's like now we're starting another thing.
Thank you. It's like I told you they were just going to pretend like that didn't happen. Didn't I tell you?
And again,
so that's where we're at.
And two, it's like, are we gonna rush to the finish line now? Because we got the news. Take Spencer's leaving now, kids. So
maybe rightly so at that point.
I know, but I'm just saying. Did he have this planned out to like 100? And now he's gonna have to like take.
We're having a Tom King situation. Nice.
I don't know if that was the case, but I would assume it was probably something like that. But now he's leaving with 74, so 875.
Didn't even give him 70. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's legacy 875. So
no one cares about the legacy numbering except for Marvel.
Well, one, it's his last, and two, that way it's his last issue. And
that way they can do double and start new.
I think they've already confirmed it's oversized. So.
Oh, okay, perfect then.
So we'll get probably an oversized conclusion because kids. After that, I guess they're doing like it. Amazing Spider-Man's going to be 3 times a month again, like it was when Brand New Day started, and they're bringing in a
because we're trying to up those numbers. We're trying to get to 1,000 as quick as possible.
Well,
I see you.
Well, I know their thinking back then was like, instead of 3 separate Spider-Man books where Amazing outsold the other 2, why don't we just do Amazing Spider-Man 3 times a month?
Save the paper, save the trees.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
we have so many alternate Spider books and Spider Cast that it like Black Cat and stuff like that. It actually makes sense to me at this particular point in time.
And again, they're going to have rotating writers, I guess, because they're going to have Zeb Wells, our friend Kelly Thompson, who agreed to talk to us in the fall when this all goes down. So,
oh, that's really amazing.
Oh, nice.
She's such a spectacular writer. I love her so much.
Yeah, Zeb Wells, Kelly Thompson, Saladin Ahmed, who's writing Miles Morales right now.
Yeah. That should be fun.
Cody Ziegler, who I'm not familiar with, and Patrick Gleason.
Shut the front door, Mr. Gleason!
Yeah, because hasn't he been doing art, so I guess he's going to try his hand at writing.
That's very interesting. I'm looking forward to that so much. But it is time that Spider-Man does need to be shaken up and refreshed. And, it's just time. If Nick wanted to go on and do something else or they need him elsewhere, more power to him. We wish him all the best, of course. But yeah, it's time. It's time to shake it up. I'm ready. And of course, for Synergy kids, Amazing Spider-Man 75, we'll see the return of Ben Reilly as Spider-Man. Maybe, possibly. I like your theory. I know, none of you were excited. Hey, Ray was excited, okay? All the Spider-Cast, all the Scarlet Pimps should have been excited. I know. I didn't get... You got fresh content, Phil. You got fresh content. I know. You guys can do the Ben Reilly story over there. Thank God. Oh, yeah, and 2 more episodes, kids, when we do the Scarlet Spider episode. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get a lot of that talk, kids. We've got a lot to unpack.
It's a lot of meat.
But on that note, give them the homework.
All right, yes. I pulled up the schedule here. So next time will be our last Black Widow episode for Spider-Cast. We'll be doing Marvel Team Up. Sure I got the right number. Yes, Marvel Team Up 98. So it'll just be 1 issue. And we'll talk whatever current Spider's out. Exactly. And, of course... and then in 2 weeks, of course, like I said, another Scarlet Spider Sausage Fest. So we'll be talking about the big Ben Reilly announcement and the greatest responsibility from Amazing 406, nice. Spider-Man 63, and Spectacular Spider-Man 229. Hey, when is Spider-Man, that new Spider-Man movie coming out? I think it's December, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I wasn't crazy. Okay. Yeah, it's the end of the year. It's this year. Here, I'll double check, but yeah. Oh yeah, I was going to say... we'll definitely review that. We'll probably grab maybe one or 2 of the Scarlet Pimps. Yeah, I'm sure Charlie Esser will probably want to get in on that too. But yeah, we'll have some guests. Yeah, that'll be an episode. Cool beans. December 17th. Oh, okay. I'll be on vacation, so perfect. Oh my. All right. I was gonna say we have Thwippy Awards scheduled. We could always do that instead of Thwippies, or do we want to? No, we have to do Thwippies. It's our tradition. Philip. I know it's gonna be like the 3rd annual this year. We'll figure it out. Go. We'll figure it out. Damn it, there's no 1 issue. All right, well, don't worry, kids. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, kids. Sound like you're playing Jan. All right, so, yeah, so. We could always move Thwippies to Patreon, too. Something like that. Ooh. True. All right, kids, so, uncensored little hellfire on the Thwippies. Nice. Because there's been some
There's been some fumbling in the spider property.
All right, kids. So, yes, send your thoughts on all those upcoming stuff. Hey, are you excited for the return of Ben Reilly? Like being a certain Australian? Email.
Don't hurt Phil's feelings. Tell him yes.
Be gentle with me. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to all of our various social medias for all the various shows. Links to this YouTube channel. Links to the aforementioned Patreon, where Lilith Hellfire really lets loose. Links to merch. Links to everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please remember to support the Southgate Media Group. Go to southgatemediagroup.com. Also check out the Southgate Media Group Patreon for a bunch of free and paid content. So, see, they even give it away for free.
Rob's a cheap date.
Oh, hell. And also pick up Pod Life the book now in digital and paperback.
And when you do, please do be sure to use that link in the show notes for Amazon.
I was going to say, use the link for Lilith Hellfire's Clubhouse, a.k.a. Amazon, because it doesn't affect you at all, but helps support this show, the network, and
that hella cool carrier himself.
Oh my, that man in his flying car, gassing people raw, but Master D in Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Do.
You're weak sauce. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
Like, who farted in here?
Why did your eye drift over to my box? Mark my words.
Lilith.
If you nerds want to hang out with me and share your love for Spider-Man on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course, on the TikTok at Lilith Hellfire69. Duh. He hit him right in the face with that sack. He really did.
Hey,
he got him from the front, from the back, from the sides.
Oh,
really dodging that energy sword.
Oh, so party in the front and the back? Damn, you got a lot of jobs.
Not quite soft and not quite hard. Total package.
Yeah, total package.
Keep it simple, stupid.
I know. All right, kids.
Let's flip our way on out of here.
Thank you for joining us, kids. Lilith Hellfire sobering up, so join us next time for Marvel Team Up 98. Another Spider-Man Black Widow, and I think the villain is Gal. Who? But until next time, kids, swing on back.
Keep it thwippin'!
Hey there, everyone. I'd like to tell you about the YouTube channel I Am Your Target Demographic. If you're a fan of comics, we have plenty that you'll enjoy over there, including a series called Heroes Like Us that explores comic characters of all sorts of different identities. And we even have a series that defines words that are used in nerd culture that you may not know what they mean. So you can check us out by heading to YouTube and searching I Am Your Target Demographic, or look up IAYTD on any social media outlet.